Hi there guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jakey here for another reaction, and today I am reacting to Season 1 of Episode 7 of Ahsoka. Now, where we left, this is going to be a quick intro. Welcome to the people who have joined, if they are more, hello. But last week we got the reunion of Ezra and Sabine. So that's something. It's definitely something. People comment on this say because I don't know Rebels, which is fair enough. I'm not trashing it. I'm going to watch Rebels. I'm very much interested in watching it. But people have at least one person, if not a couple, did say that because I haven't seen it, I don't really get their relationship, which is fair enough. But again, I guess I'll soon learn about that. But I'm glad that we got them. I hope that Sabine learns from her mistakes. I hope there is a lesson, but I don't know. We know Ahsoka's on the way. Thrawn again. The Mickelson brothers just captivating all scenes. Thrawn's is there. I wonder why I didn't like Thrawn, because every time I see him and everything, I'm just like, oh, this guy just puts me, he makes me unease. But again, people have told me that he should be a character that I should really enjoy because he's just such a good tactician. So I'm looking forward to getting maybe a bit of that, at least in this, and then obviously then again more in Rebels. But you know that Ahsoka's on the way with Huyang. And we know that there's a chance that bAYLON and Hattie should be running into our two Jedi friends, and we'll see what happens there. But yeah, I'm excited. I've got stuff to do, so I need to jump into this quickly. It's probably going to be the quickest intro and outro I'll ever do. But yeah, I'm excited, guys. So I am just going to jump into this. So I hope I enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. And if you do, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. That would be superb. But other than that, guys, I'll see you on the other side. That's the quickest point I've ever done as well. Oh, this place. Done with you. Oh, I'm gonna get so wound up this episode, aren't I? Because these fucks.
And it has rules and laws which general. And you protected the New Republic by ignoring direct.
I want to slap him.
No,
I want to slap him. I want to slap him.
You.
Oh shit! Shit! Ugh. Love it. Love her.
Senator Ziono.
Jedi, false Jedi, star map, star whale.
I want to slap him in the face. I need him dead. I want him dead.
Are we to believe any of it? There is no.
Oh, Carson, get in there. Just smack him. Punch him. Someone, please.
What about the conflict on Mandalore?
Exactly my point. Gideon was a warlord acting on his own. There's no proof of a
Fucking
greater
Gideon.
conspiracy, and thus no immediate threat to this republic.
If Thrawn returns, that will change quickly.
If. There's no proof.
Sorry, I had to pause because how is it that this is supposed to be a council hearing, right? A council hearing of where it's multiple senators and stuff like that. How is it that he's been able to give so much free reign? Where are these other people's voices? Where are they?
I don't know what frightens me more. The possibility of what might happen or your unwillingness to see it.
Please, I love how she's just calling him out.
I see, General.
Oh my god. Is that 3PO?
Identification. I do not need. I am C.
3PO.
Oh, my boy. My boy.
Why are you here?
I am here on behalf of Senator Leia Organa.
That's one way of getting around, her death, by sending it through C-3PO. Yes.
Thank you. This data transcript, which she hopes may resolve the matter.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Yeah, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
In the strongest
Some...
tones.
Thank you. That Senator Organa personally sanctioned General Syndulla's reconnaissance mission to Cetos.
Leia.
Regrettably unaware that Senator Ziono had held a vote against such a mission.
Lovely stuff.
Without her.
This is preposterous.
Love
Court
this.
cannot admit evidence of this kind from a mere droid.
Yeah, that's one way, don't you? Poor chop.
Senator Organa is leader of...
Oh, this is sensational. This is sensational. Oh, this guy. He's yeah, it does seem to settle the matter. This guy, he has somehow really quickly made it so that he is the worst person in the world to me.
Unless you remain unsatisfied, Senator Sienna.
Yeah, that's what I think of you.
Madam Chancellor.
Oh. Get shit on. Get shit on. I'm literally writing get shit on. I just remind myself.
Thanks, 3PO.
I don't know what you and Leia are playing at. She did not authorize your mission.
Oh, whatever. You just said it, didn't you?
Eventually.
How real is the threat of Thrawn's return?
I say, fighting Mon Mothra, man. You love you. You're just a dog's bollocks. You're a true ally.
And hope for the best.
What an opening. I felt so much emotions in that opening. I actually can't get over that. Dreams and madness. Ooh, more like cocktails and dreams. Oh, you sensational looking, beautiful, ugly fucks. Oh, hello! I didn't know this was possible.
In this war, you will face more than just droids.
She has this.
Asajj Ventress, even Count Dooku.
We get drops of these people as well.
One of them on the battlefield.
I like that she listens to his old tapes to keep her focused.
Master, it's my responsibility to prepare you. So practice these forms often. Or at least more than I do.
Oh, you did need it, buddy.
I'll always be there and look out for you.
Oh, you won't.
I know you can do this, Ahsoka.
Oh, I feel like he just spoke to all of us there. To you mainly, but also to me. Oh. That was amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
We made 20 or more of these recordings.
Are we gonna get... Imagine we get more. Randomly. Does it have to be just in this? Imagine it's just there's a tape found randomly, I don't know, somewhere else. And it's just... Oh. That was great.
This was his last one.
Oh, no!
Thoughtful. I never realized.
He was a good master.
He was. He was. At least to her, he was a good master, you know?
Did you need some...
Their speed is decreasing.
Oh my god, there's a whole box of them. I need that box full of them.
Direct and to the point, as always.
That's my style.
Oh,
I would point out that
yes.
you are assuming the Star
This
Whales
new
have brought us to the
laid-back
correct
version,
galaxy,
and I love it.
let alone the same system. Or...
I think the odds are pretty good.
No, in fact, they're terrible, astronomically terrible.
Well, you should have said something.
I did, but you never.
Oh, come on. Droid groaning.
I hope you are right.
I know you do.
She's very much a... She's not afraid to have that moment of touch with people, you know, where it's the hand on the shoulder, especially when I'm noticing the Hu Yang. Whether that's something I've noticed, I haven't, like, I'm just noticing more in this one, or maybe I need to notice it more. I know she's a bit of a emotional person in the Clone Wars. Again, I haven't seen Rebels, but I'm just noticing she is like very much with Hu Yang. I like that. She's really appreciative of this droid.
Let's find out
Everything seems so
Initiating scan.
dark.
Something's wrong.
Oh my god, they're already shooting fucking stairwells. I know they come here to die, but that's ridiculous if I see this. Hey, it was dark because they were in the whale's mouth. Forgot about that bit. Oh, you. They've just put fucking mines out. Oh, you bastards.
At least the whales are providing some cover.
That's not a nice way of looking at it. That's... Oh, they're actually just going to hyperspace.
To say something.
Oh.
Optimistic.
They're gonna need to hitch a ride home with someone else. We're going through the carcasses. We're going through the carcasses. Have we no respect for our whales? Oh yeah, there it is.
A master was General Anakin Skywalker.
Okay, interesting. So does he? Because I know that someone just told me to look at the store, like the books where they go. He has like a little journey with Darth Vader. So I understand that the books, but as far as I understand, is that the books and stuff like that aren't considered canon until they're implemented into the film and television. So I'm interested to see now if he actually does know him.
Quite right, of course. Jedi are very good at hiding.
Yeah, especially post Order 66.
However, we are
Fucking chairs dropping slowly.
and if she's we'll always be one step ahead.
There's the tactician people are on about. They've got cool little shells in for them to go in, and they've got shells. I like this.
Never really thought about how much I've
Oh, they're cute. Where's that furry little friend?
The Empire was defeated. The Emperor died.
That's what people say.
There's a new
That's what
republic.
people say. Oh, okay.
Recruits, Paris commanding fleet. How did you? What? Fun. Never said.
Oh, you don't want to know. You don't want to know because you'll be
Usual
furious.
Or worse?
Ahsoka took me on as her apprentice.
She what? Why? I mean, congratulations. Really?
Go on.
No, that's great. So where is Ahsoka? Is she coming?
She's here and she's not happy. Oh, they're gonna attack our friends. Oh, Christ. Imagine that, just going up to randoms and being able to sort of like bring them along with you. See, like, yeah, no, we're on the same team now. How do you communicate with them as well?
Ahsoka Tano lies hidden within the graveyard. Find her.
Yes, Grand.
Imagine they bring the carcasses of the whales alive, like back to life. Well, you know, zombie versions.
There's another way.
Do you think your bond is that?
I was about to say, is this going to be a? Is this where she says trying to find him, or does she sense Ezra? Imagine. Is it actually going to work?
Ahsoka.
Hey, you alright?
Well, she knows she's there at least.
I see her.
As she sees her, that's good. But these
The Jedi is there.
But these fucks see you. Their technology and sort of like this stuff like this is so cool. I really enjoy the colours that they're using for these sort of ones.
Something happened. What was it?
I don't know. Feeling
What kind?
familiar.
That's a nice way of describing it. I really enjoy that.
They found us.
Tano will pursue Sabine Wren, whom we have wisely sent far from here.
Right, so enough time for them to escape.
We engaged.
Right, okay, that's it. God, this guy's actually he's pretty smart.
Then take your place in the coming empire.
Is he not coming?
You won't help?
He's going off elsewhere.
Your ambition, impatience for victory, will
God.
guarantee defeat.
That's a truth bomb right there. Fucking, that's the whole point, is being calm, being smart, being slow with it. Don't jump in. Like, that's all the lessons that they tell you. Is just be slow and tactful. There's a lot of these fucking red bastards.
If Lord Balen proves capable, we may yet win the day.
Joke's on you. He's fucked off, mate. These things were not going that fast long ago. Where is this speed before? Yeah, crush him! Crush him! Wait, not the dog. Oh, a dog bat-looking horse thing. endless amount of rocks in their fucking in their little shell.
Lock the door.
He is in there. A little furry boy's in there. Keith. That's what I called him last week.
Cannot land while under attack.
Oh, she's not landing, baby. She's jumping.
Won't need to land.
Oh.
Not this again.
This again. Once I'm on the ground, draw the fighters away.
Remember what happened last time?
You got the timing wrong?
And didn't I feel terrible?
No!
I love how she also stopped to get her little poncho cloak thing. I love that. It's like, I'm gonna do this. Might be a little bit chilly though.
On my mark.
Are we gonna get a superhero landing or is it a Jedi Force landing?
2.
Oh no, it's still she recovered all. Who's she at? bAYLON?
Well, no.
There we go. Oh, bAYLON, is this what you believed your path is? To die at her hands? Oh, we're getting quick to it this time, right? She's staying ponchoed up for this one. She's so cool, man. He went first this time. Last time she went first.
What's the plan?
Gonna give him blaster?
Do your thing.
Okay.
What thing?
It's your lightsaber. Take it.
You keep it.
What are you gonna do?
No, I'm serious.
Take it.
No,
All right.
the Force is my ally.
Okay, we need to.
All I need.
Let's see what he does here.
I need more than that.
Oh, okay. That's no. He's still with it. I like it. Oh, Ezra. All right, okay. Maybe I understand why everyone loves you so much. Oh, you can tell she's been sparring with some like sort of Anakin fucking moves since. She looks like a different animal this time round. Watch out! Watch out! Oh my god, his hair's a little bit singed.
Close.
Realistically, I think you should both be having this either one, not these ones, you know? Yeah, give me again, give me. Oh, okay, we got a team up. Yes.
It's not looking good for you.
Yeah, you just had to open your fucking mouth, Ezra.
Can't defeat me.
Oh, what? But what? Okay, I guess. Okay. Okay. Oh shit, she literally just upped and ran. She was like, fuck you. Like, go do your thing, bAYLON. Wherever that thing is. Oh, I love that. I love that move. Ooh. Yes.
We could talk.
It's one way, yeah.
Don't you want to take us as
You talk too much. Yes, time to kill Hattie. Yes, yes. She needs to go. bAYLON's not going, she needs to go.
Well, they're all back together. I hope I survive long enough to see the outcome.
Oh, you will, don't worry, you're the best droid in the world, mate. Ooh. Ezra's nice with it. Ezra is nice with it. There it is. There's that Mandalorian trait of just, oh, a couple of people, blow. Blow them up.
Almost. With our enemy distracted, the cargo transfer is now almost complete.
There you go, we could just get out.
We shall soon leave. Ahsoka has lost the one thing she could not afford to lose today.
Time. Time.
Time.
I'm so
Very
smart.
much on our side now.
In the meantime, what you should also have done is realistically put a lot more ships to destroy her gunship, because then she wouldn't be able to travel back in time. Where are you going? Where do you think you're going, mate?
I can help you.
Oh, is she too far gone? Where are you running to, buddy? You're not making it back in time. I guess all's forgiven, is it?
I thought you were dead.
Not even a sorry or...
I missed this reunion?
That's nice. But still. Apology? Oh, here we go. Here is a little sassy comment. Love it. Love it. He's already got... He's ready. He's probably got about 20 things to say. Are we bringing Fluffy Boy with us?
Hey, it's okay.
Imagine he was like, this is my wife. And he goes, these are our kids. And it's like deformed crab scheming kids.
Guys, I'm getting a feeling. I think I might be going home after all.
Oh, stop that. That means you're not going home. It means he's not going home. Is this how we're leaving the episode? No. Okay. Well. I wasn't expecting that one. And that, guys, was my reaction to Ahsoka Season 1, Episode 7. Oof. That was a... That was a roller coaster of an episode, I think. I think I didn't know where I stood, where I was going to go, which was great, which I really enjoyed. I was a little bit worried that it was going to end where it was like, oh, right, Grand Admiral Thrawn has now escaped now. And actually, you know what? How many episodes are there? Let me just make sure. I'm fairly certain there's 8. Yes, there are 8. So basically, yeah. So I was a little bit worried that they were going to do it. So, oh no, he's escaped. He's going to be on there. And I would much prefer it if he does make it to the original galaxy. Then I do wish that it's the last episode. Like, oh, we failed. We fucked up here, you know. So that's what I'm hoping. I was glad it wasn't like that. Now it's like, now we need to go there, get out there ourselves. And they get stuck there, and it's like, what do we do? What do we do now? And then it's like the last. I was like, oh, this is how we're gonna do it. Oh shit, we've done it. We've got there in time. Now we've stopped them. Like that's what my kind of fear was gonna be, but it wasn't like that. It was like they all need to still escape in the final episode. So yeah, I am. I do think I do think that I did thoroughly enjoy that aspect of it, you know. So yeah, so but I also like the fact that it wasn't just, you know, I like that episode 6 was obviously Ahsoka with Anakin, and then we had that basically them two better, and then obviously we had oh Christ, I hate myself, Syndulla, but I that's not her name. That's her. Hold on, Hera. I literally went to look and I remembered straight away. Hera. Yeah. So then we had Hera with her child, whose name I forgot. No. Oh my god. Jason. I'm gonna stop trying to remember people's names. I am so embarrassed. Anyway, yeah. So I had that episode, and then we had the episode of Sabine trying to find Ezra, and then just them being in that world, and then we got little bits, you know, of like, you know, of obviously Ahsoka to stay out of that episode, but then it was mainly just, you know, being in this world with Thrawn, and then with Ezra, trying to find Ezra. So I like that we got those, and then this one was a nice little mashup of both of them, where I was getting both in and out. I did enjoy that, back to how it was, the storytelling. But yeah, I think that a lot of stuff went down. Interested to see where certain things go, which I will get into as well, like what they're going to do for the last episode. But again, I am just glad that no one has escaped yet. It is the last episode. Is everyone's still on this bloody planet, you know? But I'll go through my notes real quick, because you know, if you have noticed a line difference, it's because that I had to go do stuff. So I've watched it, I've done the reaction, and then I've come back to it later on. Only about a couple hours later on. So, but I've got all my notes here still. So yeah, so the council, right? The first thing I looked at it was the council, and I'm angry again. I hate that bloody council. And obviously, look, listen, Mon, she's our buddy. We love her, we stan her, but it's everything I despise about the Republic. And someone said it and loads of people say it, but I spoke to someone the other day, which is like, I hate this, and I'm like, yes. Every time I'm just like, and maybe with the benefit of hindsight, we know this, but I'm like, my knuckles are white. Yeah. Like, I need to calm down, but that council annoying, and look, those extras must be raging because not one of that other council had said anything. So they weren't getting that extra dosh in there. But you then had, I don't really want to. I'm not going to try to remember his name because if I do, it'll be imprinted and I'll just want vengeance. But that was just winding me up. Just how people were just just staying quiet just to let these people who obviously have ulterior motives just say these things, and you just went like, it's just like, oh, hey. But then obviously then I love that Hera just did, like, she's very much still the rebel leader, and the reason why she's rebel leader, the reason why she was successful is because she knew what she stood for, she knew what she was doing, and obviously she could see through it. She could see through him from the start, through his see-through hologram, and then also see through him as a human man person thing, wherever species or planet he's from. I'm getting frustrated. But yeah, so but again, what a great sort of like interest to then show her to like literally hand him his ass on the plate, being literally call him out for his shit. And just when we think, oh, I think that was the next bit. Yeah, watch it. Just when we think it's like right, who's going to save the day here? Or, no one's going to save the day. We're fucked. In walks C-3PO. And you can tell, I think I was writing notes at the time, I think. And you could tell that I just went from being like sort of like a droid in the back. And then I said, I think I have subtitles on because, I'm a bitch. But I saw a droid, but I didn't need the droid for me to hear that voice. And that was like, it was like, 3PO back, sensational stuff. I just realised my microphone is actually ages away. It's right all the way over here. I'm going to bring this closer, hold on. Without undoing the back of it. Perfect. Do you hear me better now? Really nice. Oh yeah, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to... maybe I'm too loud now. Sorry, guys. But then C-3PO coming in and just being his little sassy, I don't know what you mean. Like, the sort of like, wait, what was he saying? It's just like, what did he say? What did he call him? Was he useless? I can't remember. But yeah, obviously then bringing in that Leia's just there, pulling strings behind the scene. Don't have to see. For also, Carrie Fisher, what a queen. Like, I'm rewatching Family Guy at the moment, and she plays just a simple character in that. And I just keep on getting reminded of her most nights as I'm going to bed, just having her just talking about, Carrie Fisher, man. But more to do with Princess Leia. Just the dog's bollocks. Like, what an absolute queen, what an absolute princess, but also just having her behind the scenes without actually seeing her pull strings, sensational stuff. Really enjoyed that. And then actually again being able to hand his ass on the plate and be like, you gonna shut the fuck up? And he had to. He had nothing else to say. And a droid did it, no less. Just saying, Chop in the background going like, what the fuck do you mean about droids? What are you saying? That was great stuff. So then obviously ending that bit with the fear of, you can see him on Mothra going like, what's the chances of his return? She's like, this is very fucking serious. So then obviously it cut like that there being like that was a nice little moment after everything we got there, for that brief moment of being like, I'm about to be like remember, this is very serious what we're going on about here. And it's like, yeah. Just remember that this lot of stakes. Lot at stake. There's also a lot of stakes. But yeah, a lot at stake. So yeah, really enjoyed that. Okay. The Anakin hologram. I love that. I love it. So simple just to bring him back. Didn't need him for much else. It was just a nice little Clone Wars little video for him to give him. To give her, just to be able to help her with her training, to help her for when he wasn't around. I think it's such a nice thing. It gave you to show that he put the effort in. You saw that. Obviously, we see at the start when she first comes along, he's like, no, I don't want this. And everyone who hasn't seen Clone Wars, like me before, like I think I started watching Clone Wars, I think either just before this started or just a little bit into it. I can't remember. But again, I can look down on the people now. But to get like that, to be like how he was, and see him just from, episode 1, 2, and 3, that little gap in between, people thinking like, what, he had a Padawan? What? No way. To have that moment, people being like that, to then now seeing these little bits sprinkled in, to be sort of like knowing the world between worlds, their little fight, to then see her having training and him actually teaching her, talking her through, so that even if when he's not there, he can still help her, so he can help calm her and find her sort of like, I want to say chi, but it's not chi, you know, for her to be one with the Force and the one with the Force with her, you know. But then even having her saying like he was a good master, it's just, he really was. And that's, I'm only going to reiterate that what everyone said who've probably watched this for years, who went through so much, and I just got it done in weeks. But like, to be able to see, like, you know, their growth as a relationship, to go from how it was to then him literally taking it upon himself to be like, yeah, I need to teach him more, to then go from Padawan, because he always, and like Obi-Wan said to Anakin, you're like a brother, and like Anakin to Ahsoka, he would have seen her as his brother and sister. That development of like, it isn't like, as much to say don't be emotionally invested, we have to be like, without that, they all care for who they like, who they're with. They all have on some sort of level, you know. So, and it is good to see that them, as in like, he is more we see more of a side of him that isn't just the 1 to 3 where it's just like a, yeah, like, well, 2 mainly, 2 and 3 was like a, yeah, oh, I'm the chosen one, oh, I'm getting frustrated, oh, what, and then suddenly it's like, oh, I've been corrupted, my God, to see that sort of like a little bit where it's like there was a good Jedi in there was a very good general in there, and there was a good master in there, and I love that. I think that, and some as simple as that, we don't need much more of that. We got that. That's a little nice treat to me. If we get a little more for it in the next episode, and it isn't the training videos, then it could be, and it's something else, I'm happy. I'm happy with it. I think that we are lacking usually in Force Ghosts and then Masters Return and stuff like that. So I like that we do. If we do get something like that again, whether it's separate or kind of like the holograms again, or the World Between Worlds, I don't mind. I'm here for it. But yeah, nice little touch. I love the fact that he's winding up a droid, like with Huyang, just sort of like I thought it was gonna odds, and he's just kind of, I think that's great. Again, like I said to her, I love her relationship with him. I love her reaction to people. She's very much a open, sort of like a in touch with her emotions still person, whilst also being able to channel the Jedi and be a Jedi. I do think that, whilst also being a rebel, whilst also having relationships with people and stuff like that, I think that's a great sort of aspect of her and her character. But I do enjoy that. Even simple as that, even trying to, like, throughout it, no, anyone else could just be like, yeah, you know, to droid, whatever, just there, constantly touching his shoulder, like, just sort of like, it's like sort of like a, fuck, you care, mate. You care about the droids. You care about the clones. What a fantastic person. Yeah, then obviously then we come out and into a minefield, and I'm watching all the bloody space whales, the Purgle getting destroyed. Was not happy with that at all. Fucking arseholes. But again, we didn't see too much of it, because then they were like, fuck this shit, I'm out, and just went, you know. Great stuff. I guess they just literally said, well, we'll die another way, just rather than die this way. It's like, because that's where the grave is, where they go to die. So I just find it funny, they're like, this is too much. I'll go live somewhere else, or die somewhere else. I don't know. So yeah, so I did that, and then I love the fact that we got bits of Thrawn as well during this, being the tactician that people told me about, like briefly being able to sort of work out, well, if this is here, this is here, then this is here, then this is here. Like, seeing his mind work out that he knows that by doing this with Ahsoka, but the reason why is that she's not going to be after them, she's going to be after, you know, Sabine. So then realistically that we're going to have people there to help that, but then that's so far away. It was great. It was great seeing the subtlety of it at this moment in time. Again, when I watch Rebels, which I will, I'll be able to enjoy probably that more. But again, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I really am. I did enjoy that. And again, he was less again uneasing this time. Last episode I was very like, oh, but now I know that it's Lars Mikkelsen, I'm like, okay, I'll be I can bring myself to it. And then now I actually just enjoyed. He wasn't as, you know, I thought, what's this guy going to do to me? This time it's like, oh, I'm appreciating you for what you're actually doing. So yeah, just thought I'd say that. I like that moment with Ezra and Sabine, where it was them just having a little moment talking about him, like, sort of like, you're apprentice. Now having that little fun moment, I really enjoyed it. Gave more for me. Someone hasn't seen their relationship, that little bond that they have. Really enjoyed that. I didn't enjoy the pods that they were going in with the crab people. I know someone's already said, but I've got crab people in my head now, and I'm here for it. So, but yeah, so I did enjoy that little moment they had. Him still being like, you still haven't told me how you got here, and it's like I'm still not going to tell you. it's like, you'll be mad. Enjoy that. I've slowly gotten, like, you know, even last episode when I was like, I wanted more of a thing from there, that moment. I've got more just them just being able to bond in that moment as well. So I'm getting more of that. I've calmed down about Sabine. I'm willing to forgive it. I do think, we'll get to it, but I do think that she seems still in the middle between picking to be a Mandalorian or a Jedi, and it's not like she's using both it. She's still looking a bit sort of jagged, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Slow with both, I think. And I think she needs to hone either both of them together with Ahsoka more, or she needs to just be like, right, I'm picking this one. And it seems to her go-to is being the Mandalorian, you know? And then it's like, right, I can't do this. Oh yeah, I've got this. It's like, so yeah. And again, I like the fact that again, it's just Ahsoka being like, I need to be able to communicate where is our connection that strong, and that's all she did. It wasn't like, obviously it was strong, but obviously not for her to harness it and be not Ahsoka, but obviously to being able to then communicate, to be able to be, yeah, we're here, come here, this, that. But it was enough for Ahsoka to be like, I know where they are. Bam. In. Love it. I also wrote down again, because I want the witch technology. I mentioned it. I love the look of their technology. The hologram of then having like Enoch just there, being there, just that weird, different one colour to really enjoy it. I love like their like red colour to be able to sort of like pick down where exactly they are hiding in the whale carcasses. I enjoy that aspect of it. I thought that was great, you know. But yeah, I really enjoy their technology that it brings. It looks different, and obviously I know that the sisterhood of, like, you know, the witches of Dathomir, like, you know, they're supposed to be, they look different, and I appreciate they are showing that a lot more in this one with their technology, with their powers, with their looks. Love it. I want bAYLON's part in the lesson. So bAYLON's obviously there. He's told us in like, your path is different to mine. I need to kind of know where his path is. I really do. I'm worried we won't know if they had plans for him, if there's a second season or a spin-off they were doing, but I really enjoy his character. I don't want him to die. I don't want his like sort of his thing to just be something stupid, his path. I kind of want him to have like a meaning, an actual meaning, where he can just stay on this bloody planet and that's it, he's done. But what he's got is like, we see it, and if we see that that's what he's planning to do, then it'll be something that he can build on. Yes, I'm here for it. But yeah, I do like that about it. But again, I hope that we get more of it, because we obviously see what happens. But I do like that his apparent lesson to his apprentice was, you know, don't go rushing into things. If you rush into things, you are going to fail. And we see that with everyone who goes rushing into things first. It's like the first lesson of being an apprentice is clear your mind, know your objective, don't let emotions get the better of you. You know. So yeah, so bAYLON's I wrote down Keith alive, because obviously then the hunters, let's call them hunters. I was going to call them Ravagers, but the hunters, they obviously then attacking the pods and Ezra and Sabine, and then they're all chasing them. And then we then see Keith, who I named after our little furry, bat-eyed horse dog puppy thing. He's still alive, which is, I wrote that down, so I'm happy about that. But then obviously then having then Ahsoka come in, her jumping out of it again. But I have to admit, that was probably I think this first episode where I noticed it was a little bit off with the CGI, a little bit. I noticed it when they're like the warg-looking doggy bat things, when the hunter was riding them. Noticed it there, they seemed a bit sort of like jagged at points. I noticed it there, and I noticed it when Ahsoka came out of that ship. That's when I look at, maybe it's something I may need to look at again, but I got that when she jumped out, and it just sort of like like down thing. I noticed it there, but then that was then led to her and bAYLON, and bAYLON like, all right, let's do this. And again, she looked more determined, like a different animal. Like she was more comfortable being her, being comfortable with the Force, being comfortable with being a Jedi, and her. And I'm glad that again it wasn't like it didn't end in her killing bAYLON. I hope that it does lead to bAYLON doing something else. You know, I hope that it is something where it's like, oh right, okay, he's onto something here. You know, but we'll see about that. Yeah, and then I put down, okay, is it Hattie or Haiti? I think it's Haiti. I hope it's Haiti. Shin Hattie, or was it Hattie Shin? Oh, Christ, I'm such an idiot. Let's see if I wrote down anywhere specific. I think someone actually, I'm just looking. Right, it's Shin Haiti or Shin Hattie, so rather than avoid getting that incorrect, I'm just going to say Shin. So yeah, so having then the fight between Ezra, Sabine, and Shin, I did enjoy that. That's the thing I know. I did enjoy that Ezra was like, they were like, she was like, here's your thing. He was like, no, it's yours now. I gave it to you. I like that he was there. So like, I made my decision. I'm fine by it. I did enjoy that he used the Force as well as his fighting skills just to disarm or like, you know, I was about to say decapitate as well, but disarm or incapacitate his opponents. I did enjoy that, and then obviously there are points and he used it then to shoot them and stuff like that with the guns or move someone in the way of the gunfire, something like that. So I did enjoy his little fighting style, but again, I thought again she looked a little bit sort of in between it. He looked a bit more slick because, you know, but again, I don't know whether it's a character trait or if it is just trying to do that with the armor. It's a little bit. So I'm not too certain, but yeah, I do think I think I saw someone mention that it looks like that more than likely if they do make it back. Then Ezra could end up actually being the apprentice to Ahsoka, and then also like end up being that. But or they both might be. But someone said mistake that he would be the Ahsoka's apprentice, and then possibly that Sabine might then just be, I'll just be your Mandalorian mate. You know, so maybe, and that might, I don't know, but it's interesting. But again, I did like the fight scene between all three of them, sort of both turning up, but then obviously then. Ahsoka just that coming in and then them saying surrender, kill them firstly, Ezra trying to be like, no wait, there must be a way out of this. No, kill them. Her lust for death. What did bAYLON say? Just saying. But then Ahsoka coming in and just out there thinking that Ahsoka was there gonna fuck her up. I really did think that, but it was just like come with me, child. I'll help you. And then her just leg it. Whether she legs it and gets onto the ships with the others, we'll have to see. But it looks like she just legged it as far as you can with the good old doggy. But yeah, so yeah, so yeah, I wrote down the whole thing with time being on their side again. All part of his plan, I guess. He sort of knew what would happen, where would it come about. He planned it well. Hopefully now it doesn't buy it back. No, he's hoping now it doesn't buy it back in the arse. I hope it does, obviously. But again, I'm open to anything here. But yeah, so but him obviously saying time on his side. That one thing that Ahsoka didn't have. Love it. Predicted it as well. And then Shin running off. Whether she makes herself have to do. bAYLON again, wherever his road leaves him, whatever it does, I am interested in that. Whether it is that he seeks it on this planet, because he did mention there's power here, there's something they're afraid of, we'll have to see. Imagine that he sticks around to see who it is that the witches are afraid of, and it turns out that he fucks up and they kill him. That would be nuts. But again, I kind of want to from he is a very interesting character. Commands the scene, and it's a shame that obviously R.I.P. passed away. It's a shame that he did pass away because he just commands the screen, and I think that he's again during that fight scene as well, seeing Ahsoka be just as much as a powerhouse. The powerhouse again, she looked more into it, like more of an animal. He again was just so composed at points, them being like I really enjoyed that. And then the reunion as well of her come back and then to be like, he thought you were dead. Yeah, I thought so. Her still being like, oh, I missed this reunion. Nice little moment between her and Ezra having a good moment. Again, no apology from Sabine. We'll see if anything comes of it. We'll have to. I still think something should have been said. Maybe it comes next episode. I don't know. But I think something should have been said. But Ezra needs to stop saying that fucking line, looks like I am going home. Because Ezra, I swear to God, have you not learnt anything? He might be the most happy, most like sort of like positive person in the world, but you don't say that, please. because now I don't think you are, or anyone is, or someone, not everyone is dying, or you're dying as well. Who knows? I imagine, I don't know, man. Either way, I don't predict anything good happening now because Ezra said that. So, but yeah, so overall, really enjoyed this episode, guys. And for next week's episode, it's the last episode. I don't know where we're going to end up again. Ezra's thrown that into fucking despair, or whatever you want to fucking call it, because throwing it up in the air, because I thought it might have been like a interesting, cool ending, but now it could be that they all get stuck. I don't know. Predictions for next week, again, not too certain. I really don't know. I can see it going either way. I can see Thrawn returning or Thrawn getting stuck. I can see them somehow beating Thrawn and escaping on his ship, and he ends up staying here. Don't see how they're going to take over that entire ship. But again, I could also see that they all get stranded as well. But again, I'm glad that I don't know. It actually, that whole comment at the end by Ezra is thrown over the air, and although it's like Ezra, it's like anything's going to shock me now, and I'm happy for that. If I knew what I was going into, I wouldn't be as excited. So next Wednesday is going to be fab, and I'm going to look now to see if I'm actually got anything on the Wednesday. What week am I on here? Oh, looks like I'm doing late starts, so I could have an early release, actually. Ooh, so we'll have to see. So maybe I might have it up quite early doors, so we'll see. But yeah, guys, so I am going to leave it there. So overall, great episode. Looking forward to the last episode next week. So if you liked the video, please like the video. We'll comment down below. What did you think of this episode? What did you think of, well, Anakin being back, being the holotape? Is there anything I may miss? Not too spoilery, obviously, but if there's anything that isn't going to be too spoilery, comment down below. What do you think of the reunion between Ezra and Ahsoka? What do you think of that? I thought that was lovely. And is there anything else that popped up you want to talk about? Just comment down below. If you like these types of video, please subscribe to the channel. There's a bunch of other videos to do with me, reacting to other things around here. There's a bunch of other stuff. Have a wee look around. There's other things I react to with my little brother, for example, Charlie. We do Doctor Who reactions, so if you have a look there, there's other reactions there for that. And I also do reactions to the MCU with my friend Josh. We just watched Endgame, so that's been 3 videos of Endgame, so have a look to see if that takes your fancy. But other than that, guys, next week's the final episode. See you out there.